Now let's move on to the next one, which is irregular verb. Now, why do we call this type of verb irregular? It is because it does not form its past form or past participle form by simply ending in D, IED, or D, as in the case of regular verb. This type of verb that we call irregular verb, sometimes it changes 4 times, some of them 3 times, some of them 2 times, some of them may even refuse to change at all. That is why English grammarians call them irregular, because they do not have a single formality of changing their different forms. Example, the word eat, E-A-T, eat, it changes 3 times. Eat, ate, eaten. Eat, E-A-T, ate, A-T-E, and then eaten, E-A-T-E-N. You see? It makes it weird. This is one of the things that is very confusing to most language learners. Another example is the word fall, F-A-L-L, fall. It changes 3 times. Fall, fell, fallen. Imagine. Fall, F-A-L-L, and then what? Fell, F-E-L-L, and then all of a sudden it changes to F-A-L-L-E-N, fallen. It's very confusing, isn't it? Well, that's why we call them irregular verbs. Now, let me give you an example of an irregular verb that doesn't change at all. The word set, S-E-T, set, set, set. Infinitive form, set. Past form, set. Past participle form, set. Well, listeners, that is why we call them irregular verbs. Now, with that being said, I believe this discussion has reminded you what do we really mean by verb. Now, let's go talk quickly about the term subject. Esteemed audience, when we talk about subject, it must either be one of these two. Subject in an English sentence must either be a noun or a personal pronoun. Yes, noun or personal pronoun. Let me give you the example of the sentence I earlier on gave you. I am talking to you. The I in the sentence is the subject. If I want to remove the personal pronoun I can replace it with a noun. I can say, Mr. Bakano is talking to you. You see, that's my name, Mr. Bakano, or Savakano, as students used to call me. So, Savakano or Mr. Bakano is the noun, and it is the subject in this sentence. Mr. Bakano is talking to you right now. And if I remove the subject, the noun, Mr. Bakano or Savakano, I say, I am talking to you. That I is the subject. Good listeners. Object of a sentence must also be a personal pronoun or a noun. Let me give you an example. I have a cat, by the way. I hope you do love cats. Yeah, I love them. Well, my cat catches lizard. The noun cat is the subject in the sentence because it is the doer of action in the sentence that catches the object lizard. I forgot to tell you before, when we see subject of a sentence, we mean the doer of action in a sentence. I am talking to you right now. Who does the action of talking? I. That's me. Okay? Now, let's go back to the recent example I gave you. My cat catches lizards. My cat is the subject because it is the thing that does the action of catching lizards. Now, what is the object in this sentence? The object in the sentence is Lizards, lizards, or in American English, Lizards, lizards. Now, lizard is the object of the sentence because it is the thing that receives the action of being caught by the cat. Well, listeners, now let's go back to the term called CONCORD. CONCORD, as I have said earlier on, is the agreement between subject and verb. In English, if you say something like, my cat, C-A-T, singular, my cat are jumping. This grammar is wrong because you cannot use a singular noun cat together with an auxiliary verb are, are, which is plural in the sentence. Yes, it is wrong. If you say my cat are jumping, this is wrong. The correct way of constructing this sentence, listeners, it should be my cat is jumping. But if you really need to use auxiliary verb are, then that cat cat must be pluralized. It should be my cats. So you see, my cats are jumping. That means you have two or three or many cats. So this is what we call concord. Agreement between subject and verb. What is the subject in this sentence? My cat. Okay? What is the verb? Are. So if you say my cats are jumping, then there is concord, there is agreement, and the grammar is correct. But if you say my cat, singular cat, my cat are jumping, are, the grammar is wrong. And if you say my cats, cats, and then you use the auxiliary verb is and say my cat is jumping, listeners, the grammar is wrong because there is no agreement. Esteemed audience, that's what we call concord, agreement between subject and verb. If you have a question, don't hesitate to ask.